Parents and community members gathered this week to try to convince the Lester-to-be Pearson School Board to keep Lakeside open. Just a month ago, the board announced it would be closing Dorval and Lachine's only English high school. I sat down with one parent and one municipal councillor who explained an innovative plan for increasing enrollment at Lakeside. They're hoping the government will allow Lakeside to register kids from French boards and immigrant communities in order to keep it open, and they think the special qualities of the school could help save it.
I've taught in different schools, I've done special projects, I've seen many different schools, and what I'm seeing now in Lakeside is really special. A lot of very intelligent, very passionate parents who really think that their child is getting the right education because their child has a place within society and is happy in that school. The classrooms are not too full, the school is not too big. They feel respected, they feel liked, loved, and cared for.
The board is saying, and they're not targeting your school by any means, they will say, we have to close some schools and the enrollment isn't high enough. So how are you going to convince them?
We will do everything that we can, the parents, with the help of our municipal and the help of the provincial government, to change their minds, to find different solutions that are going to help the school board, help the parents, and help the students keep what is good about our schools. Save Lakeside is all about helping the community. It's all about helping the children. The teachers are fantastic. And, you know, that's not to say that our school is the only school that's fantastic. They're all fantastic. You know, Lester-B Pearson has a wonderful programs in many schools, you know, and Lakeside parents are not saying we want another school to be closed. We want a solution to be found to be able to keep our schools viable.
So let's talk about the solution. You mentioned various levels of government wanting to have a solution. The problem is that English boards can only have English students. They can't have immigrants, they can't have French students. There's a law, Bill 101, a big law. What is the solution?
There are ways, because I see that there's precedents. For instance, FACE has French school board, but the English school board integrated within it. So kids going to English class and kids going to French class and mingling during recess and during certain activities at music and gym class. And there's another school, an IB school, Greenfield Park, that we looked at, that also has the French and the English school board cohabitating. So it seems to be when there's a vocational project, when there's a special school like Faces Arts or an IB program, and I think Lakeside is innovative because it has an IB program for all its students, not just for the enriched classes. It's unique in Quebec, and that could maybe save it.
Jennifer, you said off the top what a terrific school it is, and I think the other boards, French boards would look at it, the Mohawk community, you're the envy of those communities. They'd probably want to get in, I would imagine.
I know for a fact I work with children, and I know that I get to see many parents every day, and they envy the programs that we have. They envy that we have the option to be able to speak fluently French, English. We have Spanish. You know, they envy those programs. And when you hear parents say that, something has to change. You have to look at things out of the box, as Sue-Ann Day had mentioned. We need to start thinking out of the box and look at how we can take our community, embrace it, and create this new partnership throughout the community, regardless of your age, your language, your culture. Just bring it all together.
It's a beautiful vision, and I think it was mentioned in the report we did, it's the only English high school in Lachine or Dorval. So for the English community to maintain a high school there, they need to be open.
Yes, it's the only part on the whole island of Montreal where there's an actually increase in the number of registration in elementary school. There's 40 plus, and on the rest of the island it's like -8, -100.
In the English elementary?
Yes.
So it's up and out, but it's the high school level.
It's the high school. There's something we need to change something in both the French and the English. Yeah, you know, we need to change something if we're to function properly. And something else that has happened this year is we have a private school, Collège Sainte-Anne, who is prospering, have 40 kids per class, and they've created a bilingual elementary school. So people are paying big money to go to a bilingual elementary school. I was like, how's that possible? Like, what's going on? So, you know, so there's obviously people want this, but let's think about it, you know? Because now the government is about to change things with the school boards. We have a base movement run by Miss Jennifer here, which is just incredible, to where everyone has gathered with goodwill. And so from the base, we want something. Now the government must, I think they want change. So let's
play in the
and
sandbox.
the board.
I love that expression, play in the sandbox.
The board itself, they've been innovative all these years. They want, and Miss Suande, she said she's tried many times to do, and it was hit against the wall. And I said, well, you know, if we all gather from the base up, maybe we can help, you know. She's going to help us with the petition to the Quebec government. We asked our MP to take it up to the National Assembly.
Are they interested in playing
Well, they're not all back from vacation yet. And they are. There is, I had a very good friend of mine come today who's at the I don't know if he wants to be mentioned because it was on a personal level. We met for a different reason. But they also have, at the Commission Scolaire Marguerite Bourgeois, they have an idea of a special school that they're been looking at.
So it could be a model for the rest
be
of
a
the
model.
city, province.
Yes, yes. So
your hopes, Jennifer? Think it could happen?
Yep. I'm very confident. And with my Save Lakeside team and my political helpers,
Strategists.
I truly believe that if there's enough people that really believe that we can change. We can change it, and we can save Lakeside. And I really believe that.
Yeah, and I think that we don't have to make anybody. The French school board can be on board with us. I spoke with Ms. Steinday today, and she said if we have a message from the government that they're willing to look at it, and to consider it, because of course they can't. Decide. You know,
I would like that. Is a tough one to crack.
Yeah. But we're not looking at Bill 101. We're not looking at Bill 101. We're not looking at that. We want to do a special school.
Right.
We want to have
you want to be considered outside of the
outside the box. Look at us. If we fail, look at that. They miserably failed. But if they succeed, hey, what can we learn from this experiment? We wanted them to allow us to do an experiment.
Of course, we'll be following this story very closely. The next meeting with the board is scheduled for the 25th of January.